ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. And off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Williams going to get it again on second down, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
From the 22, Stafford, and he fires one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Stafford. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's got some space here. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On second down, Williams bulldozes past him, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Stafford. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he hits his tight end, Escobar. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
5 yards remain on second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And it's a Packers touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point up and through. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Stafford. He's got it. It's Escobar. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A carry here for Hunt. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey. Here we go. Check 53 smart. Check 53 smart.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. On 2nd and a couple, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Touchdown!
What? Oh my God, yo, this guy's getting lucky as shit.
Career NFL touchdown. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
And what, Donald?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
And he just kicked me the fuck off, man. Come on, Dre. Like, what are you doing,
around the
dude?
43. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before, Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now.
Good job, OJ. Mediate. Let's go.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And it is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And some room to maneuver. Powering his way forward. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10 on the ground. This is Williams.
This is a Penny Clark going to work.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 33. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch me so hard, Rob. My freaking arm and shit.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
This guy's
the Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
No.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Rodgers now to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
What? Man, it's caught.
He just mossed me, man. Like, come on now.
Packers. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
What? We need to come up with a plan for Zion Williamson.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
You know the part about
and he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Pretty sure Charles Barkley had like the same issue.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe you try. Find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Check. 56.
They go play action here on first down. There's Judy. What a grab that was. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Yeah, the fire battles be nice, man.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, it's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
This crib was going to wait.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. Pushing his way through. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Rodgers now on first down. He's got a man. That's Marshall.
They better not
And he's
get
going
me
to be
for that.
taken down here with a penalty flag
Hold
on the
it.
field.
You take it.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Thank you.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Packers 31, Broncos 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
They'll set up to throw. This is the tight end Fant. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend as he's on to punt for Denver. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play
with
and a
my
1st down.
fullback and got like a 60-something yard run.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now.
Best
They won the first
fullback you've
battle.
ever
Keep
seen?
coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal, eluding the pressure right. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
We don't die. We
Cortland
multiply.
Sutton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
We can go play driver's school.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 31, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out.
Patrick Surtain with the pick.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Denver with the comeback.
Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Being chased out left. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both, because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Back to throw. He's got his tight end Fant, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This one swung out to Williams. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
169 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Hello, fat boy.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. It's Escobar. And he's brought down.
He got a touchdown. Come on now.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Williams.
I'm trying to get that, bro.
Touchdown, Denver.
About
We are set for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
4 minutes and 7 seconds left.
It's up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back
really
over the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, some strong running. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted.
Wow.
Picked off by Rodgers.
I can come back and take the lead.
Start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run it with Williams. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's got this down to the 35.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
I wasn't even trying at this time.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Fat boy.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
We got the
and
first.
He's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Come on.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
You guys don't have more Rodgers up here, but they got the best one. Look at the best pickers there.
56, check 56. Let's go.
Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
No, I've never seen it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
I am. I got to call a timeout.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
Yes!
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete.
Yes!
He will have a
I'm about
Broncos
to take
first
this game,
down.
man.
They
I'm about to
needed
take
3.
it.
He doubled that. He got 6.
Oh, yeah.
This has to go down as one of the simpler
I'm in
routes
field goal range, man.
but oh so effective. Nice completion there.
I can't believe I
Keeps the
came
sticks
back on
moving.
this dude.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package
I'm
look.
not running the ball.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
I got 52 cents, man.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Check.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
Field goal kick 20 yards out.
So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win.
We
And
barely
the
made
10-year
it.
vet knocks it
We
to
won the
goal
game,
post.
baby. That's what I'm talking
And that will
about.
break our tie and give them a 3-point
Yeah.
lead. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they were buoyed,
What a
Charles, by
fucking
a big
comeback.
second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Denver, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.